what's up YouTube? For today's video, we have a full Snivy evolution team. Super Bowser, this one is for you. So, in all my years of videos, I've actually never done this team before. It was one of the last... this is the last evolution starter line to be actually done here. So we got Snivy, Servine, and Serperior. Some pretty interesting Pokemon. My narration may sound a little bit different because I'm actually in the process of moving out at the moment. This room is really, really echoey now without like no furniture and stuff in it. All right, people, we got a battle. This one is against Elcrin or something. I'm not sure what it was, but this is a random battle on the Wycombe here. Now, we've got a Snivy versus Gliscor lead. Now, we know that it's going to be a boring Toxic Heal stalling set. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for the Glare and Paralyzer. So you can't get your Toxic Orb if you're paralyzed, right? So we got that paralyzed. Now, Gliss is going to go for a Tailwind, trying to set up that speed. This Snivy is a Leaf Storm Contrary set, and to be fair, this line gets very, very limited amount of moves that it can learn on the... Especially on this, like the special side, I think the physical side actually gets a few more, but it's extremely limited, right? So down goes Gliscor there, played like a fiddle, and we got a good start to the battle. Now the next Pokemon is going to be Cincino. I'm going to go for Protect here to try and stall that Tailwind out. Now, let me know what you think about this evolution. Do you like Snivy, Servine, Serperior? What do you think of these Pokemon? Do you like them? Do you hate them? Let me know. I like to always hear your thoughts and comments there. So we're going to have a... I'm assuming this is probably going to be either a Skill Link or Technician Cincino, and that is going to be enough to take out my Snivy there. Not much I could have done, but I did stall out the Tailwind, which I thought was important. Next Pokemon's going to be Serperior. Now, Serperior, this is a physical Serperior, only on PIMPNITE channel. So we got Terra Blast Ground, Bullet Seed, Scale Shot, Sword Dance, with a loaded dice as the item. So now we've got a little Timmy Terra here. I guess my opponent was a little bit upset about losing to a Snivy, and we've got a Terra normal Cincino. So what they're going to do is they're just going to spam Tail Slap, right? So with Terra normal and Tail Slap, and Skill Link or Technician, I'm assuming it's probably Technician, judging on the damage that they're doing to me. That is going to be doing like heaps. So I would say their item is going to be loaded dice, and they've got Technician with the damage they're doing. Plus they're hitting me at least 4 times. So that's the end of Physical Serperior. I never got to use it. Things are looking desperate now. I have to sort of try and claw my way into this battle because my opponent has got a very sweaty competitive team. So we've got a Rock Blast Cincino, which is an interesting choice. I actually, I've got a very, very bulky Servine set here, and it's going to live that one like super easy. Now, this is a, we got the max health and max special defense Everlight set. Overgrow as the ability. Coil, my favorite healing move, Leaf Blade, and Knockoff. What I'm going to do here is get rid of that item that it's holding, which is going to be loaded dice, which is really, really good because that's going to mean that now the multi-hitting moves are not going to get a guaranteed 4 hit. It's going to be like a dice roll, pardon the pun. Next Pokemon's going to be Servine. This is the shiny one. We've got a Leaf Storm, Terra Blast, Fire, Giga Drain, and Twister. It really gets a limited special move pool. So, interesting enough, the opponent swapped out. I guess I was scared of Everlight Servine. I'm going to go for a Leaf Storm on the swap, and in comes Scissor. Now, this is where the battle escalated, like, big time, right? So, I've got Leaf Storm again. I could easily take this out with a Terra Fire, easy, but I didn't want to. I wanted to save maybe my Serperior in the back because this is a very, very competitive team. So now the Scissor is going to set up the Tailwind, increasing that speed. Now it's going to go for default. But the funny thing is, instead of actually dropping my evasive, it's raised it. So that's going to be a beneficial to me instead. It was funny all the times I actually got contrary boost. Now, due to that default evasion, U-turn misses you wouldn't read about it. And Scissor is going to go down like a pack of cards. So that was a very, very funny outcome there, getting rid of Scissor. Next Pokemon's going to be Shiftry. Obviously, the Wind Rider is now set up with a Tailwind. They're going to go for Sucker Punch. That's not going to be nowhere near enough to take out my bulky Servine, and Leaf Storm is going to absolutely demolish Shiftry. So we are getting ourselves a sweep going here with a bulky Servine, only on PIMPNITE's channel. So that's going to be the end of the Tailwind, and next Pokemon's going to be Goodra Hiss Away. we got a problem on our hands, people. This thing, like, it resisted, like, so hard with that steel type, right? So I'm thinking, what should I do? Should I go for Twister? Like, I don't know what to do because I'm doing, like, nothing, and it's got leftovers, too. So it's going to be, like, a body press shelter set, and it was pretty funny. I actually got a couple of misses here. Now, as I was saying at the start, I wanted to keep my Serperior in the back because it was the best Pokemon on my team. As you can see, it's a very, very easy team to beat. And I'm thinking to myself, I might actually have to go for a Terrafire here because firstly, I'm going to have to get some boost up with my other Serperior that hasn't come out yet. It's a Leaf Storm set at Contra as well. But it might take time, and I might faint before I even get, like, a couple of those up. So I'm thinking to myself, I have to do it. I'm going to go for a Terrafire Servine and surprise my opponent. I'm actually trying to think of if I've done any videos on Snivy, Servine, and Serperior. I believe I've done a Snivy sweep before. Actually, I know that I've done one, so I'll leave it in the top of the description of the comments if you want to check it out. If anyone leaves a comment there on the Snivy sweep, I'll give you a little heart there. So we're going to go for that Terrafire on Goodra. Excellent damage, but not enough. This thing is an absolute beast. Body press misses due to the scissor using defog on me earlier. Man, they gotta be salty about that. That was absolutely huge because that would have taken me out easy, right? So Goodra, Scissor, Shiftry, they've dropped. Next Pokemon's going to be Urshifu, and Aqua Jet missed Unit as well. Wow. I can't believe the luck I'm getting. And I'm going to finish off Urshifu with a nice, fresh Giga Drain. And that's going to get me all of my health back. That's so good. So they've got one more Pokemon left, which is the Cincino from before, and they're going to try and go for a Desperation Tail Whip here. They went for a Rock Blast and said, go for that super effective damage, but however, remember I moved the loaded dice, so they've got only a little bit of a chance to land, like, what, 4 or 5 hits, and they did not roll it. Terra Blast is going to be the move to go for here, and we're going to finish them off with that bulky Everlight Servine sweep. That was like 1, 2, 3, that was like 5 Pokemon. It was almost a pure sweep. It was so close. What a crazy battle there. If you enjoyed it, people, drop a like on the video. Tell me what you think about that Servine set. And thank you, Alacaran, for the battle. At least, yeah, I'll give them their credit. At least they didn't rage quit. A lot of people would have rage quitted after that, getting beaten by a baby Pokemon. Next Pokemon battle. This one is a random battle against Gizmo TM. I have no idea what that name means, but they actually had a pretty interesting team. So the first Pokemon we got is going to be Pincurchin. So they've got that Electric Surge, setting that up. Now they're going to do a swap into Hariyama ? Which of course is Iron Hands. They're going to give that Iron Hands a attack boost with the Quark Drive. I just went for Leaf Storm here. I've got my Snivy lead. So Snivy does pretty good damage, and I'm going to be able to get another one after that. But I'm thinking maybe they've got Fake Out, so let's just see if they've got that or not. Maybe they won't, but it doesn't hurt to like stall that Electric Terrain and see regardless. So they're going to use Drain Punch. So that's clearly going to one-shot me. I do have a Sash, though, in the back. I was really hoping my second Leaf Storm would feint it. It almost did. It was very, very close, but unfortunately now I'm not going to be able to retain the Sash. So the next attack will take out the Hariyama, the Hirimama. So it's going to get some more recovery from Drain Punch. I'm going to go for Leaf Storm. It was a little bit of a risky play, but that was my only attacking move. So this was a Mirror Coat, Protect, Leaf Storm, and Glare set. Contra's ability, Focus Sash as the item, max special attack and max speed, Timid Nature. Out comes Inferno. So they've actually got a Terra Electric team. All of them are electric, but Inferno. So I thought, I wonder if they're going to Terra Electric, and they did. So I'll give them props there. They've got that. They've got the best starter, of course, in all the Pokemon games. That's some good points there. And we got that. They got that Galaxy Light Bulb Brain Inferno. So that's going to take me out with a Mach Punch or whatever. It doesn't really matter. It was always going to outspeed me. That's the end of the Electric Terrain. We're going to go to Servine now because I don't think they'll expect me to live a powerful like fire move like Fire Punch or Flare Blitz. I was hoping it'd be Flare Blitz, but it's Fire Punch. So I'm gathering they've got an Iron Fist set here, and I'm definitely gathering that because I went for knockoff and I actually got rid of their item, which was Punching Glove. So that actually doesn't stack with, I don't know what for some reason, but it actually doesn't stack. I remember trying it out the start of Scarlet and Violet, and there was no damage difference, which was like really, really weird. Anyway, they're going to go for a Fire Punch again on my second Servine. We got the goat here. Unfortunately, it's just not going to be enough to take it out. In fact, Infernape tearing into Electric actually helped me out with damage-wise there. So it's going to fight me with a, was that a Mach Punch or a Drain Punch there? Sorry, a Mach Punch. And that's the end of Servine, which is okay. So I've sort of set myself up here. What I'm going to do now is go into Serperior. This is the best set on my team. I've got Leaf Storm, Dragon Pulse, Terra Blast Fire, and Twister, I think it is. Now, I did think about doing Stellar Serperior, but Leaf Storm is still superior. It's a fun, Stellar's a fun meme on it, but Leaf Storm is better, and Terra Fire is better. It gives you greater coverage on, those Steel-type Pokemon that come in. It's very, very good, in my opinion. And once you've got enough Leaf Storms up, it's just doing, ginormous amounts of damage. So in comes Pawmot. They're going to have a Sash. Close Combat, no Revival Blessing. I guess they're just trying to fake me now. Close Combat does a good amount of damage. I thought they may try and follow it up with a Mach Punch, but clearly they don't have that. So that is going to be the end of the Pawmot. I just went for Giga Drain to play it safe. I didn't want to miss or anything like that. I got that thumping 1 health back. So that's 3 Pokemon down. Next is going to be the Pincurchin again. Now, I know that I can feint this, so I'm thinking, I think they're doing this to set up another Pokemon in their team, and I soon found out who it was going to be. I had an inkling at the start, because obviously I've already seen their team preview. So that's going to be the end of Pincurchin, drop the 1-shot, and the next is going to be Raichu Alola. So this has got the ability Surge Surfer. No way I'm going to be able to outspeed that, because the speed's going to be doubled. So that's the end of Serperior, but a quality performance there really got me back into the game. So now it's going to have the Snivy to carry. I've got Mirror Coat on this set. This Mirror Coat, Solar Beam, Sunny Day, Terra Blast, Fire, over a go. Unfortunately, my opponent has got for Nasty Plot here. So one or two things are flowing through my head here. I was thinking, okay, you need Electric Terrain to outspeed me. So if you want to go Nasty Plot while I go Mirror Coat to try and stall me out or play Mind Games, it's going to use up the terrain. So I had absolutely nothing to worry about here. I just kept going for Mirror Coat. They used Electro Web. I'm saying they used that probably because it was their lowest attacking move and they didn't want to do as much damage. But still, it did a lot of damage, right? So last Pokemon's going to be Ampharos. I couldn't do anything to this at all. I was hoping that I didn't get set up on maybe a bulky set. It would have been bad. However, it's going to have Meteor Beam. So it's going to be a Meteor Beam Power Herb set, and that's going to be doing a lot of damage to Snivy, right? Well, it's going to be doing a lot of damage in general because Ampharos has got a nice special attack. So that's the end of Snivy. All I've got left now is Physical Serperior, but I've got a good Terra in mind here. Now, I know Ampharos's moveset I know every Pokemon's moveset, right? I know all the moves they get, physical, special status, right? So I know what sort of special moves that it got. So I'm thinking, if I go for Terra Ground now, that wipes out all their electric moves. Not that they probably use it anyway. They probably go for a coverage move. But even with the Meteor Beam, I know that Serperior is going to be able to leave pretty much everything outside of a crit. So I'm going to go for that Terra Ground physical set. Great damage. I knew it wouldn't take it out, though. Ampharos is going to go for another Meteor Beam. I think that was their best move. Let's think about it for a sec. That's their rock move. They've got an electric move, but they might have had something like, Dragon Pulse. Just to show them I was running a physical set, I did a Disrespect Bullet Seed at the end of the game, and that is pretty much it. That's the end of the battle. Nice team by my opponent. I liked your mono electric team there with the Infernape being Terra Electric. That was really, really cool. If any of my opponents ever see these battles, please put a comment below. I always like to hear if I battle some random fans in some videos and stuff like that. Next Pokemon battle. This one is a battle against Raichu, and we are back on the Elite Four field. This is my favorite field. And the reason for that, I feel like the Pokemon models haven't got any weird lighting on them. This is sort of how they how they should look like. There's not sun glares and weird shadowing and stuff like that, and they don't look flat. I think they sort of pop on this field. I don't know. That's just my opinion anyway, what I noticed. So we've got a theme team here. I wonder if you can guess what it is. That's going to be the end of Snivy. I couldn't do much there. That set was really kind of countered by Psychozar. So we got a U-turn there from Psychozar, and we've got the next Pokemon being Gallade. It's shiny too, shiny blue. Next Pokemon, Servine. This is my physical coil set. It's going to have Sharpness Furica. I'm thinking, that's actually a really, really good counter on my team, right? So I've got that coil up. I'm going to try and go for a Leaf Blade crit here. I know that a normal one won't be enough because I'm really invested in bulk, but hopefully we get one. So I'm going to go for Leaf Blade here. Good damage, but it wasn't quite enough to take it out without the crit. And now this Gallade has built up a lot of Fury Cutters. So I'm going to lose here if I don't Terra. I have to do a Terra here. So we're going to go into Servine, the GOAT, and this is Terra Fire Everlight. So I can resist that Fury Cutter. And then I can go for Leaf Storm. So this set, if I didn't tell you the EVs of it, this line actually is pretty fast. So we've got max speed, max special attack, tip and nature, and Everlight, and you've got Leaf Storm, Terra Blast, Fire, and Giga Drain and Twister. So we got a Fury Cutter here. I actually missed my very first Leaf Storm, which was very disappointing, and we're going to take Gallade. At least I got rid of it, right? That was very problematic. The next one would have actually fainted me. So Gallade is down. Next Pokemon is going to be the Psychozar. Psychozar will outspeed me. It's a bite set. I guess they're trying to flinch me. No flinchy flinch. And we're going to take out Psychozar in a pinch with a Twister. So that was very, very nice. I actually had a battle and I had like this person with like, I don't know, I think it was a dragon type, and I kept flinching with a Twister and they just rage quit. It was really, really funny, but the rest of the battle was kind of boring, but maybe I can make it into, I don't know, a short or something like that. Anyway, next Pokemon's going to be Torchic. It's got a speed boost, and now it's going to get a detect speed boost. So it's going to be able to outspeed me. Now, I know Torchic's moveset really well. I'm thinking, what are you going to be able to do to a fire type? Like maybe a weak fighting move, like double kick or something? They pumped out a Shadow Claw. My Everlight saves me in that situation. And I'm going to finish off the Torchic with a Twister. Now, the reason why I didn't straight up attack me with a neutral move is I knew it would have a Sash, obviously. Next Pokemon's going to be, I thought that would be Red Archfiend. Anyway, it's going to finish off with a Hyper Voice. That is going to, oh wait, no, it's not. I know what theme it is now. So that's going to be a special set there for Roaring Moon. We're going to go into Snivy now, and I can go just for any attacking move here. So it's going to go for Dark Pulse. I can't do Mirror Coat due to its typing, so I'm going to have to try something else, which is going to be Glare. But I got flinched by Dank Pulse, which really, really sucks. So unfortunately now hoping I can outspeed this thing. So that's 4 Pokemon down. I got to get back in this game. We got Serperior. This is the physical set. So I've got Scale Shot on this. I know that I can live a Dragon Pulse because Serperior actually has pretty nice bulk to it. Like, it's reasonable bulk. Like, it's got like 95 in defense and special defense. So that's pretty, that's all right bulk for a sweeping Pokemon. And it's got 75 health is kind of average, but it's okay. It's nothing amazing, but you can live some, unboosted, neutral hits. So I'm going to go for Scarlet Shot here with the loaded dice. It's going to be super effective, plus I'm going to be able to outspeed it due to the effects of it. And I'm going to finish off with a Disrespect Bullet Seed. So that is the end of the Roaring Moon. We've got 2 more Pokemon left here. Next Pokemon to come out is going to be Electivire. This could have absolutely anything. A fire move, an ice move, physical, special. Electivire is very, very versatile. So I'm going to be going for the Bullet Seed. I would have loved to get a Sword Dance up here, but there was no way. If I did get one up, I definitely would have fainted, all right? Electivire's going to go for an Ice Punch. This is the problem. I have to get rid of it. I can't tear it anymore, so I'm going to have to finish this off right now. So we're going to go into Serperior. I've got Superior Speed, unless it's like, I don't know, Scarf or something like that. And it's going to go for Focus Punch. So clearly it's not Scarf, so I would have outsped it anyway. It had Focus Punch. That actually wasn't a bad play, because I could have missed that, and then it would have landed. So that's the end of Electivire there. We've got 1 more Pokemon left, and that Pokemon is going to be, versus my contra, it's going to be a Flygon. Wow, Flygon's up so high. I guess that's going to be 1 Flygon. So we got a Terrabug Flygon here, which makes sense. It should be a bug. It should be Bug and Dragon. This should have been the first Bug and Dragon Pokemon. Like, what do you reckon? Like, has to be, right? So I smelled a rat, and I went for Dragon Pulse because I knew it'd be able to resist that, and Dragon Pulse does a decent amount, but not enough. This is going to be a Terrabug Bug Buzz, and that is going to be enough to take out Serperior in 1 shot. And that's it, people. That's the end of the battle. That was a really cool team, I have to say. One of my very favorites there. And, yeah, we got 1 more battle here, so let's get into it. Our 4th and final battle. This is a battle against Huntdown, and this was a pretty interesting team as well. First Pokemon that we got is going to be Raichu. I'm not going to write you a love song, at least today. And we got a Snivy lead. So I don't know what it's going to be. Physical, special, and then it was support. So it used light screen. So that was really fun. So Mirror Coat's going to do nothing. So what can I do here? I can either go for a Terra Blast or just get a little bit of damage. And it turns out the Raichu has got Fly, which is very, very bad. So Raichu's going to go for Fly and Snivy. I don't know, for some reason it didn't take me down to my Sash. So I thought, this has to be fully invested in bulk, I guess. I guess they're setting up screens and things like that. So Draining Kiss is not going to fate me, which is pretty funny. I managed to get up a Solar Beam, an Overgrowth Solar Beam, which was pretty impressive. And with that light screen up, it does absolutely donkey. So it would have been interesting to see the damage. I'd say, I don't know, over around half health, I reckon, without the screen, but definitely more of a bulky builded Raichu for sure. So that's the end of Snivy, which is fine. That one was probably the worst set on my team. We're going to go to Servine here, and we're going to see if we can set up on this thing. So it's going to go for Reflect, Light Screen. It's got Fly and Draining Kiss. That's what the set is. So we're going to spin around here, and Coil is going to boost our attack and defense and accuracy. So now we can go for powerful Leaf Blades and Knockoff. So this is going to be a very special defensive set with the Everlight, as you know already. I think I already said that one. And I'm going to set up Coil again. So I don't know how many Pokemon, like those Raichus, are going to be able to feint this thing. It's going to be very, very bulky on both sides. So I've got those boosts up now. The Sunlight's gone. Now Raichu's going to go for a Fly. I was very close, actually, for going for another Coil. I wish I did now. So Raichu's going to dodge that one, and it's going to go for Fly. Light Screen is now gone, which is good. And Fly is going to do doggies, right? So we're going to go for Leaf Blade, and Raichu is going to be able to live that one. Obviously, you know, it's got that. I think Reflect goes this turn. Yeah, Reflect is going to go this turn, and Light Screen's going to get reset up. So another Draining Kiss here, and that is the end of the Raichu on the next set. I don't think Draining was to get back like 3 health. So Servine is going to go for another Leaf Blade and bye-bye Raichu. That took ages to feint. It's like bulkiest Raichu ever. So I'm hoping some of these other Raichu are less bulky. So we got Raichu number 2. It's a full Raichu team, and it's going to go for a Fling set. So flinging its Toxic Orb. So that's actually a pretty good way of poisoning me, or getting around my, I guess, my raw bulks. So now I'm poisoned. At this stage, I was like, I'm just going to get as much damage as I can against this thing. And this Raichu takes it pretty well too. So I'm going to get a Raichu thrown out here with Wish. So like another bulky set. I went for Leaf Blade and it critted it. Thank goodness. That would have stalled me out completely. So bye-bye Raichu number 2, which is going to be good, right? Some more toxic damage. And the next Pokemon, of course, is going to be Raichu. Now, this is Raichu number 3. It's going to clap them Servine cheeks. It's got that fake out damage, and it's got Toxic. So, at this stage, I'm like, I could try and heal, but I'm probably better off just attacking with those boosts up there in case I get critted. I don't know what the rest of the set's going to be. And I've got, like, what, 4 Pokemon left still? So, this Raichu, interestingly enough, is going to be Terrored, and it's going to be Terra Flying, like, yeah, I bet you this one has Fly as well. This is like the event Raichu, yeah? So Raichu's going to go Fly in the sky, and my attack obviously is going to do nothing. And now since I've got that toxic damage, it's racked up a lot from the Toxic Orb that was flung at me. That's going to be enough to feint my Servine, which is fine. I'm happy with that result. It took out 2 Pokemon, so that was pretty good. So we're going to go to Snivy now. I wish Snivy actually got counter. I could get rid of this thing, but I can't. So I've got a Sash. I was hoping for a Fly Miss. It never happened. Sash is going to, come into effect there. And now I can just go for like an attacking move. It's probably not going to do very much damage, of course, but some damage is better than nothing. But then I was like, I changed my mind at the last point. I was like, I'm going to go for Glare instead because I want to paralyze this Raichu. So seeing Raichu paralyzed is actually pretty funny. So that was a good decision. Now they're going to swap it out. I guess they're saving in the back. I went for Leaf Storm here. I thought I might be able to get some Leaf Storm paralysis versus the Raichu. Maybe they didn't want to get like paralyzed 500 times in a row and they get swept by Snivy. I could understand that. And now Raichu's going to take me out with a Discharge. So that's the end of Snivy. Now I've got Servine. This is the second Servine. This is the more sweeping set, but it does have Everlight attached. Another Raichu of Fly. At this stage, I was like, I would bet you all these Raichu have Fly, yeah? So Raichu's going to go for Fly. Pretty good damage to Servine there. I want to say it's like a 3-hit KO if that wasn't Min. And Lee Storm is going to land, but the Raichu's going to freaking Focus Sash. What, it didn't have a focus? No, it did. So it's going to go for Endure. I went for Twister to try and Galaxy Brain the Fly in the air. Say the Raichu went for a Fly in there, I'd go for Twister. It would hit it in the air and faint. That would have been so good. But unfortunately, went for Endure instead, and I did Endure Reversal. You wouldn't read about it. Next Pokemon is going to be Serperior. This is the physical set. I knew I'd be able to live a Reversal with its just natural bulk, and Serperior is going to go for a Scale Shot. So Scale Shot is going to increase my speed. It's interesting how those little vines come out of the inside of Servine. If you notice it when it does that, it actually when it attacks. Next Pokemon is the Raichu. I know there's that Terra Flying one on the bat, so I've got to try and think what I'm going to do today, yeah? So we're going to go for a Terra Ground Serperior, because that's going to be very good against these electric-type Pokemon, yeah? So we got that Terra Ground going here. I can go for Terra Blast Ground right away. I don't know if I wanted to go for Sword Dance. I didn't want to risk it. I just wanted to feint some of these Pokemon. And pretty good damage, but it still doesn't take it out. And now Raichu's going to go for Wish. They're trying to, I guess they're trying to get like a bulky set or pass that Wish along. It's like that one that was I had earlier on, which I critted, yeah? So I'm going to finish this off with a Disrespect Bullet Seed. I actually don't know why I did this. Like, maybe, I think I disrespected it because I knew it would land like, 4 times minimum. So that's going to be the end of the No, I did that because of the Raichu with Flying. I thought the Raichu Fly might come in, the Terra Flying one. So that's why I went for that. I thought maybe, some damage is better than none. So next Pokemon's Raichu. I went for Terra Blast Ground, and it's going to have a freaking focus. This one had a Focus Ash. The other one had an Endure. I think it just lived on 1 health, right? Getting that merch available. Here comes a Surf Raichu. I was like, oh, that's like the only time Raichu could have fainted me for super effective damage, yeah? So that's the end of Serperior, the ground one. All I've got left is normal Serperior. I've got to think about this. So, like, I have to get Leaf Storm up here. Let's go for that. So I've got that special attack boost. Now, the last Raichu has, I think it's got all the majority of its health left, and it's Terra Flying. So I'm going to need to live a Fly, which is going to be interesting. So I'm going to go for Dragon Pulse here. I get good damage. The next one will faint. Raichu has launched into the sky on its 4 balloons. Watch this. I went for Dragon Pulse, yeah? I was like, here we go. I've got to brace myself for the impact, and Fly misses. Wow, I don't know what would have happened there. I'm not sure. If there was Max Attack, Pikachu, Raichu with Fly, a Terra Fly, I think that would have fainted me. But a crazy battle regardless. I hope you enjoyed all those battles. Drop a like if you did, and I'll catch you next time. Peace out.